Welcome to this product video of Tools Forever. We would like to give you an overview of our software, Enterprise Resource Authorization Manager, ERAM for short. We're going to give a PowerPoint presentation to explain the concept, followed by a product demo. What will ERAM do for you? It will help you regain control over the access to your file system. File systems are very complex to manage. Over the years, they become polluted due to reorganizations, mergers, and being managed by various administrators and groups. ERAM will find and help you clean up the excess pollution. It will also help you to answer questions like, who has access to what? Who has access to a particular file? Or who has moved or deleted a particular file? ERAM will help you delegate file system management from the IT department into the organization to the data owners. ERAM also enables self-service into the organization, offering access requests to end users. ERAM helps you to regain control over your file system. ERAM's three modules are the collection module, which collects information and stores this in the database, the analyze module, which analyzes the collected information, the data management module, which consists of two parts, delegating data management to data owners and offering self-service to the end user. This collection module collects file system access information. First, ACL, Action Control Lists. This includes information about the users and groups on the folders with a particular security setting. Masks like read, read-write, and full access. Secondly, it retrieves all the users and groups' information from the Active Directory. This includes unnesting the groups at the user level. Finally, the collection module retrieving auditing information which gives insight into who had accessed what folder and when did they access a folder, who has moved a particular file, who has edited what file, and who can read specific files. Most importantly, these three types of information are then correlated and stored in a central database. This information is available for reporting and analysis. The Analyze module analyzes the file system access data collected by the collection module. It will help you to find and clean up pollution. For example, a group is being used multiple times in the file system. As a result, a help desk employee gives a person access to the file system via a group, which should be for one particular folder. This will inadvertently be giving access to many other folders as well. Another example, the AD group name does not correspond to the permission. So the group name has a read-only tag, but in the system they actually have full access. This results with users having too much access, as well as incorrect security settings on the file system. Within the Analyze module, you can also get answers to specific audit questions, like who has access to this folder, who has used their access to a folder, or what does a specific user, let's say John Smith, have access to across the whole file system. You can also find out if it is safe to remove access by seeing how many people are actually trying to use certain files. You can also find out what data is not being used so you can remove it or put it in secondary storage. The Analysis module combines information from the Active Directory, shown on the left-hand side, and information for the file system, shown on the right-hand side. The standardized reports can easily answer questions such as, what access rights does John Smith have? You can see this with one click. You can easily see all the folders that John Smith has access to, what files and what folders. This information allows you to see the reverse as well. Let's see who has access to the file with salary information. We see here that these three users have access to this specific folder. It also provides us with information on who is not using their access rights. We click on a file and see that these three people have access, but only two are accessing it. The third user is not. We could now safely remove access to this folder to remove unused access. The Analysis module also provides audit reports. The reports show who has accessed a file, at what day and time, and which actions were taken on a user level. This overview provides valuable insights and auditing information. Data management helps to delegate file system management into the organization. The Data Management module allows the IT department to automate the manual processes and delegate this into the organization. Starting by selecting a folder, we need to find and set the data owner. ERAM will help to assign data owners within the organization. Examples of data owners are project or department managers. Once the parameters have been set for the data owner, for example a project manager, they can now view, add or remove access to this folder. Now, the project manager does not have to contact the IT department for access. They can now manage the access to the data themselves. The project manager can also create new subfolders and regulate access to those as well. On the right-hand side of this overview, you can see the file system. On the left-hand side is the Active Directory with users and groups. We have a folder, for example the Finance folder. The Finance Manager is responsible for these folders, as well as the data owners who have access to them. When he clicks on the folder, he can immediately see who has access. The Finance Manager can grant access to other users as well as remove people from the access list. With data management, the data owner can see who has access and adjust access as needed. The Self-Service module. With self-service, an end user can request access to a folder or a share directly through the data owner instead of going through the IT help desk. The data owner can immediately approve or deny the request. The request is processed automatically in the Active Directory without any involvement from the IT help desk. Let's take a look at the process. First, a request process without Hello ID. The end user would have to go to the IT help desk to gain access to a particular share. Next, the IT help desk needs to verify that request by seeking approval from the data owner. After that is done, the data owner needs to approve or deny the request. Once the request is approved, the IT help desk sets the rights so that the end user can access the share. The IT help desk then needs to contact the end user to let them know whether they were approved or denied. Now the process with Hello ID self-service, a much more streamlined and efficient process. The end user goes directly to the Hello ID portal and puts in a request to the data owner. The data owner approves or denies the request. If the request is approved, Hello ID automatically sets the correct rights which give access to the share for the end user. This is much quicker, and once the approval is given, it is instantly done within Hello ID. There's no need wasting time by going through the IT help desk.